Good evening, everybody. Welcome to
Gentlemen. Oh, sorry.
Apollo Racing Club Tier 2 at Silverstone for the round 8 of the current season, whatever number that is, I believe. I am joined once again by Mr. W. Gore.
It's been a while. A lot of new faces here, since I left. Just winning those two championships and coming back really gives a man perspective on what's important in life. Not that you would have that yet, though, right? Just because you haven't won a race.
I've come close. I've come very close, but
so
I've won
Joe.
other races.
Do you know who Joe is?
I've won Joe Mama.
Damn.
I've won other races
close.
Outside of F1.
I'm
okay.
True,
I'm okay with being like a fifth place driver.
Look, here's the thing about Righteous Fire. Don't let this guy give you the short sell. He is not a fifth place driver. He is a solid 4.5 place. Because, sometimes you usually lose fourth by penalties.
I have to interrupt you. We might be having a tech issue real quick. I got to sort out.
Oh, no.
We can keep talking.
Oh, yeah. Sorry.
Oh, yeah.
Wait, like on my end? Or, what's going on?
No. I think we have a miscommunication issue with the drivers that showed up. So let's look at the list we have. We have...
I can read it off to you. OOA, Zalord,
Hold on
Eric.
Let me check the check-ins. It's okay. Everybody can get behind-the-scenes peek at life here real quick.
Yeah, Righteous just throwing me around like I'm a...
Well, we had 22 drivers check in. All right, so Bicor.
Yep.
EV500.
Yep.
Mr. Aardvark.
Yep.
Astro.
Yep.
Atmosphere.
Yep.
Sadist.
Yep.
Chewy.
Yep.
D's.
Yep.
Alex.
Yep.
Juan.
Yep.
OOA.
Yep.
SoCal.
Yep.
Drake and Wolf.
Yep.
Quirk. Should be in there.
Yes. Yeah, yes. Sorry. Yep. Quirk is in. Yeah.
Yeah, hold on. Trash Panda, Eric, Cricket, and Meat Shield.
Trash Panda, Cricket are in. I don't see Meat Shield. Yes, I do. There he is. 12. Yep, that's it. Who were we missing?
Well, now we have some reserves that showed up.
We only have 20 in the lobby. Oh, okay, yeah. We have
22 check-ins. Yeah, hold on. So we also have Dave, JD, Whittle.
It's going to be JD and Zalord. Those are the two that have not been called.
So Dave should be in.
Dave is not in.
Okay, so we're going to have to restart the lobby.
Wrong people are in.
Yeah.
Well, is it possible Dave's name is Zalord? I'll go talk to Dave. Yes, Dave is the Lord.
Okay.
And JD is JDLC.
JDLC, yeah. So who's extra?
No one. We have 20 people. Can you count?
Sometimes. Alright, so we're gonna remake the lobby. Spycore
Why?
showed up even though he didn't check in.
As a reserve?
No, well he's a regular driver, but he didn't check in, and then he showed up last second after the grid was finalized. So I have to remake the lobby. I hope everybody's having
Technical
fun in chat.
Look, chat, here's the thing. I'm not gonna sugarcoat this. Things happen.
Oh, what was the weather?
Couldn't tell you. W Gore 5 in the chat. Love the stream. You guys are awesome. Gore.
Oh.
There's a kind soul out there in the chat tonight, guys. Someone really special. Bubba Bishy, or B Bishy, said, I heard JD Hehe was too good. They had to restart because it wasn't fair, so they had to give him a 250 place grid penalty. Don't be absurd.
He's
Wait.
gotta wait like.
Wait, can you hear? Is the audio on?
Yeah.
Yeah, don't be absurd. The max grid penalty we can give is 19. 250? There's
many
not
laps
even
would
that
that
many
be?
slots on the track, you idiot.
It would be like 12 and a
I'm just
half
kidding.
laps. He's
Bishy,
got to
oh my
wait
God, I
half
love
the
you.
race. He's got to sit off to the side for half the race and wait for everyone to go by.
Yeah, that would do it. Yo, W Gore 5 in chat. Bishy is cute. Gonna have to agree with him on that one. I'm loving the stream right now, though, that we see Lewis Hamilton cutting the grass.
Get in there, Lewis. Great work, mate.
That was actually really close timing to the. Oh, what you did, yeah.
Yeah. No. I'm
That
getting
was
back into
close.
soundboards recently.
Huh.
Yeah, I'm gonna start finding little snippets to add into to everyday stuff and stream. I think it'll add a little extra element of humor sometimes, you know.
Oh, you mean like in the future, right? Gotcha. Yo, that has a nice little bassy kick to it. Also, thanks for stepping on my feet. That joke was hilarious. It's the second funniest thing I've ever said in my life. We can hear the commentators. Yes, Van, I know you can, because remember when I asked, can you hear me? And Righteous said yes, and said,
Well,
Van.
what's better?
What kind of
waiting,
name is Van? It's
waiting-
like, I want to drive you across the country. Do things you don't know.
what kind of van?
It's like a Volkswagen Beetle, but
Well, they actually made a
face of
van.
Don Cheadle on it. A Don, a VW Cheadle.
I guess I'll just make the race. Everything clear. Everything clear.
Oh, not to fear. I can do a quick little check-in with Chipsy. He's here somewhere. Yes, he is. I knew. Oh, but he's muted and deafened. Chips. Oh no.
Alright, well, I guess he'll be back. Be nice to put Gypsy in. Yeah, sorry about this. One of our drivers didn't check in and showed up at the very last minute, but we had already finalized the grid, and there was some confusion. So we are getting it underway. We should be back and ready to race in just a couple minutes. Waiting on a couple more drivers to get back in. Actually, I mean, I could play the Butter song if we want. If everybody out there is unaware, there's this, he's a musician and he's done some other stuff, but he's recently been putting out these funny little videos on Internet
All right, I
Java.
just insulted Chipsy and Adam as my specialty. So.
Oh, welcome back.
Flip flops, you are bad at Rainbow Six Siege. Listen, I don't know who that's directed at, but if it's directed at me, I will have you know I am Plat 2. Thank you.
It's
I'm
probably
too
me
sweet.
because since I've never played, I'm probably pretty bad.
Well, but I'm not, so. You know, this actually, you know what, funny, this reminds me of a saying that my grandmother once told me, and that is that in life there are 3 types of chairs: comfy chairs, rigid chairs, and comfortably rigid chairs. And I think therein lies the beauty of chair making, and that there are so many avenues to pursue, and that no field is as simple as it may seem, you know, and that it's just important for us all to find that chair that we want to sit in and appreciate as a piece of furniture. And I think that that's a lesson that we can all learn.
I'd say that a racing seat is a comfortably rigid chair.
I don't know about
They're
that.
formed to your body. The material is stiff.
Well, I'm not rigid, but I can form to your body. I will just disappoint people. All right, so we've got 19 drivers in here, and the lobby is starting, so that's not good. You're going to want to switch maps and stop that from happening. So just quickly switch tracks so we avoid this. We've got 10 seconds to switch tracks. There we go. And now you can go back. You're good.
What are we waiting on? Come on, guys.
Got somebody in chat, the Bloody Shed Man. Shed Man, more like small closet. What operators do I play? All right, well, let me tell you, sir. I play Thermite. I'm just a god hard support, but I've been playing more Ace recently. Also dabble in a little bit of Zofia. I like Ying for the post-plant type stuff. And then I do not play Tachanka, thank you. I play, let's see here. I play Mozzie, Valkyrie, and what's that guy with the thing? You know, he does the thing on the thing. You know who I'm talking about?
I've never played Siege in my
Oh
entire
my god,
life.
why I genuinely can't think of this. Oh my god.
I mean, if you're ever on and
No, who? Bandit. Why did that take me so long?
I could
Bandit,
pick it up and play it with you.
Ozzy, and well, Righteous. I think you'd be better. We still need to play Stationeers. Righteous and I had this giant world on Stationeers. For those of you who don't know, and you know what he said to me? He said, "I would love to play again," and I never responded to his message. The audacity of this guy. He's just a Jaeger main. Let me laugh harder. I would have never expected somebody to insult a support player and be a Jaeger main. I just would have thought. Oh my god. No, you know, look, Jaeger's a powerful. I actually don't mind him now that his gadget's not so broken, but I'm still a fan of Whammy. I like the MP5K with the 1.5, so. But Monty main, I can respect that. Alright, I see you. Be a she. Alright, who are we
We're waiting on
on?
Chewy.
Alright, I will go scream at somebody.
Does anybody have
Let's
a?
see.
Do we have Chewy on Steam?
He's not even in the chat. When he's messaging, maybe?
I don't have him on Steam. Maybe he's just racing that other race by himself still.
Oh. Should bring frost traps into F1 2021. I could see that being the case.
What's a frost trap?
It is the operator frost carries bear traps, and you place them under a window so someone hops through it and they can't really see it.
Gotcha.
You have to be looking for it, and
So
it
he's just
snaps
gonna-
on your leg and downs you.
Just
Yeah,
gonna drop those all over the track.
yeah. That new corner cutting policy. Just do that, and your wheel gets bear trapped. That would be nice. Look at this. We're having a beautiful conversation with chat. I only use the M870 on Jaeger as I don't like his assault rifle. Well, yeah, why would you like the best gun on defense? I mean, that would be ridiculous. Can you imagine? I respect the M870. That's impressive to be able to do that. I possess neither the patience nor the skill. All right, he's in. No, he's not.
He's
Oh my god, it is 20 past.
on his way in. Yep.
Good god. All right, he's in. Let's get this going, boys. It's race time at the Apollo. I've been waiting to say that for like
Well, we'll run the intro.
30 seconds. It's like, no.
You know what I need? Well, this runs. We need new clips. I know you've been busy with other stuff, but I'm ready to put together another intro video.
All right. I'll do it for you. I will record this for you. And we will make something together. Good music. My music is just terrible.
Well, we have to use uncopyrighted music,
I know.
so we can probably pull some.
All right, welcome everybody to Apollo Racing Club Tier 2 at slightly gunmetal stone. And today, we've got the Tier 2 championship in full swing with someone leading it and another person behind them in second place.
So,
The
Alex,
race brings us to the United... Okay,
I'll
fine,
wait.
don't let me do the
Go
intro.
ahead. Go ahead.
Oh, thank you. This race brings us to the United Kingdom. It's got like 3 countries in it, so you know it's bad. Cool. Can't swear, my bad. We've got 20 drivers that are going to be taking the grid today, with one person who is in a race car, and whoever finishes before the other people wins. There it is.
There it is. Yeah, so Alex didn't show up last week. So UUA has caught up. Alex is only 3 points ahead. It's 125 points for Alex and 122 for UUA. It's going to be quite close. And then, you know what? I'll go ahead and check real quick. We also have a close battle for third with SoCal and Sadist. And then another 5-way battle for third place with
Hey, 5-way. Also, you got really quiet, by the way, Righteous.
Trash Panda, Juan,
There you go.
Cricket Sushi, Bicor, and newer driver Pizza Parker, who didn't start last week, but he is here today. But he's already in 9th place overall. His only 2 showings, with a 2nd place and a 4th place finish. He's got 30 points on the board already. I know Pizza Parker's got a fan club out there too. But here we are. We're on board with OOA. UA? I think it's UA. I don't know. I asked him and I forgot.
OOA. Just as long as we don't say OOA. Because that's not English. All right, so look, I'm just going to spoil this for everybody. I gave Cricket Sushi and Atmosphere a tip today, okay? And I said that if you can take cops flat in qualifying when you're going through there on, like lean fuel because, like that nobody's going to overtake you there unless they get like a crazy exit. As Atmosphere is on a lap about to get impeded by said aforementioned double OA, who does get out of the way at the last second. However...
Atmosphere's still on an out lap.
Right, that'll do it. Any hoopsels. Max and Beck... Okay, trivia time for you, Righteous. This is what I was trying to get at, but I went off on a tangent. Who or what turn nets you the most time on this track? Like, what's the one that if you get right and other people get wrong would be better than any other corner?
I know in cops, if you take it just right, you can save yourself half a second.
Yeah, but see, cops, most people
Chapel?
take it somewhat right. Yeah, that's what I would say is Chapel. If you can nail the exit of Beckett's and the intro to Chapel, because the exit of Chapel is purely just if the car will grip with you, so you really have to get the right line through the one before it. And I feel like if you do that, that's probably where the most time is, especially if you're following someone and you can get the Durst, the free RS.
Oh, for
Everybody
sure.
out here super early. We've got almost 20 people on the track, 17 on the track here for their first run, probably because it's already 8:24. And everybody just kind of wants to get on with it, I would assume. Granted, I haven't ever... That's 20 cars on the track now. I don't think I've ever seen that in the racing we've done.
Every single person, yeah. Well, I guess they're just feeling kind of rushed, get it over with. But, I mean, qualifying is still the same amount of time. So, I don't know. But, yeah, you can take cops flat if... wow. If you have the right line and you're brave enough. Ooh, Ego's a little wide into Beckett's here, which doesn't set him up well for Chapel. A little low in the gears coming through Chapel.
Yeah, he really bungled Chappelle there. It's not a great. Okay, so EV takes
120s.
provisional pole position with a 126. That's not a bad lap, but Eric
It's
then
not.
smashes it, so it is a bad lap. Yeah, there's a 125.6 for SoCal. Impressive.
That's a more appropriate lap.
Yeah, EV can definitely do a lot better than that, I'm sure. That probably might have made a mistake there. Atmosphere up into 5th position with OOA taking provisional pole by just around 7/100ths of a second with a 125.6, so a good lap from him. Let's ride on board. I want to see Zilord coming here to finish his lap. I believe this might be his first race. I don't know.
No, this is Pizza Parker. He's been changing his name every time.
Oh, okay. Well, I feel like that's just should not
Confusing.
happen, but that's fine. Anyways, Pizza Parker here, as you were talking about. Let's see if he can match what he was doing before, and must have in that. No, that's a 129.6.
Shot a really slow lap. Let's see what Alex is in the pits. Never mind.
Yeah. What about Cricket Sushi here? He's been I don't know how he's been doing in quality.
He's been
but I know
pretty
he's been
speedy
finishing
lately.
pretty
He's been finishing well within the top 10. He's been qualifying well within the top 5 a few times. His skills have very much improved this season. He's been quite impressive. So anyways, yeah, we should see from the top, probably the top 4, 125 flats or somewhere around there. I'd venture even to say with a couple of these guys, they can get into the 124s.
Well, there is 12 minutes of track evolution to happen.
Cricket tries to go flat through Cops and pushes a little wide and invalidates on the exit.
Whoopsies, sorry about that, Cricket. That was my advice. I probably gave that to him a little bit too late after he'd already picked the setup, but my advice was more to pick a setup that'll allow you to do that. But
you got to turn in earlier, and you got to turn in hard, and really ride.
Early and hard.
Yep, and you got to ride that inside curve. You got to ride the inside real hard, and you'll
hard and fast. Yep.
And you can save yourself.
You got to mount the curve and ride the inside hard and fast, as Blaze Alex almost goes for a spin there through turn 2 into turn 3. That is a spot where the rears really like to kick out from you, especially I can assume whilst on mediums trying to go at full pace with your hot lap on. But
yeah, and a very easy soft to medium track.
Yeah,
in the
I
game.
usually like to go soft to hard in general, but sometimes, it can't always get quite there, so soft mediums usually should work.
Well, we didn't have any full safety cars last night, so Alex goes very wide.
Oh, yeah, very wide.
And
indeed.
he takes the line that allows you to extend that corner appropriately. So if you do go off at Cops, if you take the runoff properly, it does count as a valid lap. Although it will add a little extra distance, it still counts.
Very good through Dave Chappelle there, actually kind of using the grass and the rumble strip, which is the optimal way to do that. You carry the most speed because whilst you're not initially accelerating, the grass doesn't hurt you quite so bad. Takes an interesting line through there, actually very good, and he's going to back off though.
Yeah, you can once you slow down into 6 for whatever that corner is, you can as soon as you see the apex, you got to nail it in 6, then you should be able to turn in and save yourself some time. But he's going to set up here for another lap on the mediums. I think the medium to soft strat is the OP strat around here.
Yeah. Well, I mean, okay.
So we had a few drivers last night who started on the mediums, and most of us that started on the softs. And the ones that started on the mediums, when they came out of their pits, they were well more than a few seconds ahead of where they were when a soft runners went in. So it's definitely a much better run.
Van is saying something in ARC, and I'm very concerned.
Hi, Kia.
Oh, it's Kia.
Notice me, Senpai. Ooh. Ooh, and Alex gets a bad line through Maggots and Beckett's, which sets him up poorly for Chapel. He gets very loose.
Yeah. Well,
Chappelle.
It's almost like you could say he bungled that lap, right? Because he messed it up, and because welcome to the bungle.
Welcome to the bungle.
That's a Brooklyn Nine-Nine reference
Alright.
that hopefully Kia got. If he didn't, I'm going to be immeasurably disappointed in him.
126.6
Sim
from
Black.
Alex. Not a horrible
Oh,
lap on
Sagas
mediums.
disqualified for going the wrong way.
Oh, was that him there in the pits that we saw?
No,
I did see a
he's,
car off at the front of the pits when we were on board here with
No,
Alex.
he's on the hangar straight right now. Or no, that's probably what it is. Because he's parked off whatever the one before the hangar straight is.
Oh
the
no,
other
that's
straight.
a.
It's not by
well,
the pits though.
It's
but-
gone now. Rad up here in third place with a 126 flat. He's on something now. He's invalidated this lap, so Uwe with a 125.6 now in first place.
So
Oh, wait, he was
SoCal up
already
there, has
there.
he been qualifying very fast recently as well?
SoCal is a very excellent qualifier. AlphaTauri itself has been a decent performer in the races. They've had some bad breaks and inconsistency issues, but they are both very competent in terms of pace. Silverstone's a challenging track for some people. You get a lot of track extensions that you wouldn't see in real life in the game.
Yeah.
So it's very tough. We didn't have a lot of penalties, but most people got some sort of penalty last night. And Jay Diesel has left the session. Maybe he's having connection issues. SoCal here coming through Maggots and Beckett's with a decent line, getting a good setup for Chapel on the back of Cricket Sushi's McLaren, who appears to also be on a hot lap, but SoCal has been gaining on him the entire time. So we'll see if SoCal has the pace to. Ooh, and he
There's
almost
really no good
cuts
spot
the
here
inside.
that would do anything but hurt his lap. But we'll see if the slipstream was good enough. He does lock up there, but actually going slow through there. Now he's going to back off. Oh, away though, improving his time to a 125.4. He's going to take the lead there. Cricket Sushi only good enough for 15th with a 127.6.
Yeah, Silverstone can be challenging. It's one of my stronger tracks. I like it.
Oh yeah, remember when you hit me? Oh, you're probably thinking to yourself, which time?
Oh, the
Once
time
was in
that
a
you
classic
cut on
car?
the inside of me?
I don't remember it that way.
Not a lot of incidents last night. We did have one lap one in the turn 3 with someone bumping into the back of Ruda and putting him sideways, which caused a little kerfuffle.
Suck it, Ruda.
Ruda did not have a good race last night. Most of the drivers actually driving pretty cleanly.
Yahtzee.
I'd like to see a better showing from McLaren. They're usually a little closer together.
Sorry, I just have to say this out loud. This warrants it. Kia put, I think Gore just gave me the tagline for the video on the website. Welcome Tier 2 the bungle.
Nice.
That's good. That's good. That's good. That's very good, Kia. Court going into the pits here. 7th place for him. Not bad at all. Atmosphere in 8th position on the mediums. I don't know if that's his fastest lap, though. It is. His fastest lap is set on those medium tires, and he's still on them with 5 minutes left. I would hope he goes into the pits now and tries to improve that. On softs, because I don't know why you would do 3 laps on your medium tires.
Well, they can, if you're good on tires, they can last 18, 19 laps, no problem.
Okay. Yeah.
I mean, I can take the softs 13, 14 laps and still be, I mean, they're not going to be incredible. They really do start losing their, atmosphere, push them wide. It's going to have to abandon this
So
lap.
he definitely should go into the pits.
See, we're on with Pizza Parker coming through Cobbs. He lifts a lot and is still in 7th gear instead of 8th. That's interesting. As he comes up to the beginning of Sector 3.
If he's going to lift, he might as well downshift. Too much slowing down, not enough shifting.
I don't know
That's
if
gonna
he's
hurt
on
him,
a
overturning a bit.
hot outlap. He is 4 seconds off the pace. Or sorry,
that's where his
0.4
lap is
seconds
now.
off the pace.
Chewy with a
Down into
groundbreaking
4th.
136.2.
Okay.
And into the pits.
Pizza goes into the pits.
Blaze Alex, fresh softs here. I believe this is going to be a hot lap for him so he can ride on board as he goes into the 2 turny thingies. This one with a double apex, and I find this next one to be the hardest turn on the track right here. It takes a weird amount of discipline and understanding of your car to be able to nail it, and I just never quite had that, especially against Rogue, who just eats that turn for breakfast. So through Cops here, I've noticed not enough of them are running out wide with that left front. Alex is doing that. Downshifts loses the rear, but he's going to drift it right through. I would hazard a guess if he's going to spin in the race, it's going to be there, full fuel catching him out and losing that rear tire. He looks like he has a very stiff rear.
Not downshifting early enough into these corners, I feel like.
Evidently not. Down the hanger straight with free RS open now as he's going to go into this corner. Brakes, but doesn't put his wheel out on the rumble strip. Does put the right one onto that rumble strip. Doesn't put the rumble strip onto the middle of his car on the exit, though, so I don't think that's quite the optimal line. Through here, he just nails it perfectly. This one, too, but his car's not quite gripping up fast enough, it looks like. You almost want to go a bit slower, then put the power down, and he's going to go fastest with a 125.444 as he's just about
11
tenth and 100
thousandths faster.
Oh, right. I thought that was 544. Whoopsies. Yep. So we're in for a pretty close battle for pole position. I would favor OOA now, though, because he's going to have that track position. So since he's got that, or sorry, not track position, track evolution, I don't think Blaze Alex has enough time to get in and do another hot lap, whereas OOA, yeah, if he can just do the same lap he did last time, track evolutions will easily give him 11 thousandths.
Yeah, cutting it a little close. We might be behind the time a little bit because we do still get that qualifying time bug.
Yeah.
I'm not exactly sure what... they might have another minute or so, but we'll see here. Rad did set another hot lap, but he was 0.4 seconds or so slower than his previous one. Pro tip to anyone playing. If you're coming into Sector 3 and you're already down on your time, don't bother completing your lap. You're not going to gain up that much time in the last sector. Most of your time in this lap will be gained in your first and second sectors. Sector 3 is pretty... I mean, you got Maggots, Beckett's, and Chapel, but besides that, there's not much to it.
Okay, so apparently Righteous, it's not Pizza Parker, it's a new guy named Dave.
Then what is the Zalord? You know what, people...
Zalord?
Fix your screen names. It's very confusing. Alex changed his a couple races ago, and we were like, who is this new guy destroying everybody? And then we found out it's Alex. We're like, oh, okay, never mind.
All right, well, in the build-up to the pole, to who's got the bigger pole, we see OOA on the hanger straight now on his outlap with a 1:11 left in the session. Blaze Alex not even going to, yeah, even if we have the timing bug and they have another minute, you cannot make this in 2 minutes, I don't think, especially still being wheeled in like a... I was about to make a really insensitive joke about Stephen Hawking. OOA now into the final 3 corners to start his lap. What's going to happen? Who knows?
Well,
my voice really hurts.
We're right on board here.
So here we go.
So we're going flat out into turn 1. You want to take it far left to set yourself up for the wide turn here. Trying not to get too much of the inside curve, or you get loose. Hug inside here. You want to drop it down into probably 4th, maybe 3rd if you need the extra rotation.
And as his teammate Blaze retires in the pits, Astro goes first fastest on pole position with a 1:25.1. So OOA needs to improve by roughly 3.5 tenths to 4 tenths to be able to get this. Drakenwolf retires from 13th. Not going to be able to find the top 10 this time around. OOA, though,
coming down here the Wellington straight, he is up 500ths of a second. Coming into the double right-hander, drops it down into 2nd.
SoCal also picking up the spot on Blaze Alex, finding himself in 2nd position. Oh, OOA losing the rear just a little bit out of there. Juan also on a lap here through Maggots and Beckett's too, but I think he ran out of fuel.
Coming down the old pit straight into Cops. He does keep it flat into Cops. Very nice. Set up for Maggots and Beckett's. You want to go flat out here through Maggots and then drop it down into 7th, hug the inside, and then down into 5th here. Full on throttle.
Yeah,
very nicely done.
Excellent Maggots and Beckett's.
He has not lost any time on his lap. He is still set to... He is still now to set the fastest lap if he does not screw anything up. Down into 6th. Oh, he drops it down into 5th. You want to go flat.
No, he needs to improve by 4 tenths.
No, but he's 0.05 off the pace, not his pace.
Oh, sorry. My bad. Here we go. Puts the power down. Is he going to be able to get it? He crosses the line to find 2nd position to split SoCal and Astro. Astro 2 tenths away from the closest person. Juan going into the pits. Chewy and Atmosphere, though. Still on their laps, actually. We'll see what Atmosphere can do as he's going to retire, I think.
I stand corrected. I guess the telemetry is their time. I thought it was always the fastest time, but my mistake.
Well, it's not mine, so...
SoCal
Blazer, though, yeah, probably going to go into the pits.
Abandoning this lap.
And Chewy and Quirk are the only ones left. Yeah. Oh, Quirk retires.
Okay. And
Kiyoya,
Chewy is into the
actually.
pits. So this is our starting grid. Astro with a very
Well,
impressive
no,
time.
no, 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 no. In 19th, the Williams, about to finish his lap
Oh,
here.
okay.
He needs to improve by a
Apologies,
second to get
apologies.
past the Lord and meet Shield. We will see if he's able to do that. He does get
He
past the Lord, and that is going to put him in 18th. Proper Williams role play. I love it.
Let's see. B. Bishy saying, if you make Pizza Parker shirts, I will donate all the money I get from my professional Siege tournament. Well, that would, I'm sure that's something we could probably do.
Well, so I don't know if this is the first pole position, but it's certainly an impressive pole position from Astro in the Ferrari, able to clear OOA by almost 2/10.
It is the second pole position from Astro. Uwe leading the charge with 3 on the season.
Beautiful.
So
Very well done. Just over 2/10 for OOA and 2.9 for SoCal. Blaze Alex a little bit far behind, and then, really the top 4 are pretty close, and then it just drops off from them. Meatshield said, damn, game crashed after quali, restarting now. Unfortunate. He might not get to control his car.
Well, he could probably come in during the formation lap. And we'll see what happens. But yeah, the midfield's going to be very close, and those top 4 are going to be really fighting with each other. Let's everyone's starting on the softs, it looks like, in the top 10. So Seda said the cat got too close to his pedals and he spun. So he got DSQ'd.
Kitty. Flip flops. Do we know if the race is dry or wet? It's like your mom. Dry.
Oh, wow. Well, I mean, unless she's in the shower.
Yeah. True.
Is that too much? Let us know.
Let us know in the comments below. But before you do that, smash that like button.
Smash that subscribe button. Don't forget to hit the bell.
Don't forget to hit the bell. I will never have sex with a woman.
Oh,
all right, here we go.
Maybe I should get a bell sound effect.
I do apologize. Flip flop, I love you, but I love Bishy a little bit more because his KD is better than yours. All right, any hoozles. We are onto the formation lap, so I'm gonna quickly do. Should I do a fast rap to warm up my my tongue? Get it? Because of talking stuff. Do you?
I don't know what you mean.
Well, it's because on the first laps, yeah, because I talk fast sometimes.
Oh, I gotcha. Well, what are you gonna do for us? Is it appropriate?
Yes. Yeah, it deals with murder.
Oh, damn it. I keep clicking.
I feel like that's appropriate, right? Let me know if that's appropriate in the chat if you would like me to do a fast thing about murder. Feel free to let me know. Otherwise, you've got about 45 seconds. So, anyways, here, Astro kind of lagging a little bit. All right, Kia. So yeah, Astro was lagging a little bit, and then we've got the 2 Renaults in 19th and 20th rounding off the grid. What can these guys do as a team with Meatshield lagged out? Unfortunately, not able to get back in his car before the formation lap started, which is muy unfortunate. Astro is not in control of his car. Okay, yes, he is again. That's just him. If I win the 6 invitations, I get $2 million. I will donate $1.99 million. I need the rest of the money to pay for Flip Flop's house. He recently lost his job because he spent too much time watching Siege tutorials. That's unfortunate. That's unfortunate. You know, you never want to hear about people losing their jobs, especially because of Siege tutorials. Chipsy
Wait,
just
that's only $10,000.
Yeah, I mean, there's just a little bit of time to pay. Anyways, here we go. On the hanger straight with Astro absolutely lagging, just unconscionably. FIA mod, what happened to Bicorps? Just a little PSA, I guess, for all of our drivers here. If you are a full-time driver, but you do not check in before the F1 mods select the grid. I don't know when that happens, 2 to 3 hours before the race. They make a final decision on the reserves that will get to race. Bicor then tried to race after that had taken place without checking in, and so he was not allowed to race this race and
Yeah.
subsequently left the Discord and quit. He handled it very maturely, which is what I've come to expect. Anyways, here we've got Chewy having intercourse with Eric's rear as we approach the grid. Atmosphere, we didn't touch on this. The McLaren's in 9th and 14th. They're definitely not going to be happy with that. We'll see what they can do in the race. We'll see what the Renaults can do in the race. You can't get any worse than where they are right now, so it's all going to be forward progress, and we'll see just how much of that they can make. As Sadis spun on the formation lap, and I think his cat is probably to blame for that, so that's unfortunate. Astro takes the grid here with SoCal, Blaze, GSR, Radical, Eric, Chewy, Atmosphere, and Sadis now just rounding the final turn to get on the grid, and we will be 5 lights out in the United Kingdom of
What
England.
is happening to my frame rate?
All right, it's fine. Here we go. We've got Astro lining up on pole position with the lights on, glitched completely. 5 lights on here. It's lights out and away we go. Atmosphere gets a drive-through penalty for a jump start because the lights haven't even gone out yet. So apparently I'm seeing into the future that might just be a glitch. Astro gets a good getaway, but not quite as good as OOA, who's going to be on the inside and almost past up into turn 1. He's going to take the lead, but Astro's going to go around the outside, as well as SoCal getting pressured by Blaze Alex into turn 2 here. We've got Astro disconnected here as Blaze Alex sends it down the inside of SoCal. Going to take that 3rd place back through the 3rd turn here, but SoCal going to be on the inside as they head down whatever this straight is. Blaze Alex getting a little bit loose on the outside. Juan Serra up to 5th position. GSR Radical dropping a position to Eric, I believe. And Atmosphere down into 11th with the drive-through penalty here, with Chewy fighting EV down into turn 6. SoCal with a bit of a lockup there. His teammate's going to try to send it down the inside here, but SoCal's going to be able to keep it on the track just a little bit here as he's going to go deep into, I think this is turn 8, but Juan not going to be able to get enough traction to put the power down here. Eric close behind them with Radical close behind him into Cops. I don't think anybody's going to be attempting a move as Cricket Sushi is off the track. Sadist, I thought Sadist is fun. No, that's going to be the Williams and Cricket Sushi, both off the track here, down into 19th and 20th. A horrible start for the McLarens. One with the drive-through, one with the crash, and the Williams either a crash or a spin here. As Quirk is going to go down the outside into Maggots, and Beckett's just going to back off there and allow Drakenwolf, who picks up a 3-second time penalty, trying to avoid him. But it looked like that wasn't really Quirk's fault. Quirk got out of it, but now gets a super exit out of Chappelle, and he's going to try to Dave it down the hanger straight here. He's using overtake, so is Drakenwolf. Drakenwolf defending to the outside here, going to switch to the inside. Quirk going to go around the outside here, under braking. Who's going to be first? I think Quirk's just going to have it around the outside here if he can get the power down, but no, he's going to allow Drakenwolf to take the better line and open that up. As Sadis now pressures him around the outside, he's going to go late on the brakes as Drakenwolf sends it into Atmosphere, spins himself. Quirk not going to be able to get on the pedal there, and Sadis going to have to fall behind him. Now going to try for a switchback around the final turn, and he's going to be able to go across the line here as Quirk's going to be right back around the outside and keep that 13th position with Sadis into 14th and Atmosphere into 12th after that contact with Drakenwolf, missing his braking point and sending it straight out, around, and into his face hole. Unfortunate for him. And that is our first lap around Silverstone. As lap 2 starts, we have Astro from OOA from Blaze Alex. The Ferrari's running a 2-3 here, trying to sandwich OOA and possibly get a better strategy call here with the Alpha Tauris not far behind.
Yeah, and Rad coming through Sector 1 there, getting quite loose, trying to make an overtake. Has now dropped down in the 17th position from 7th, so he is not having a very good time. Intervals are quite close at the top there. DRS now starting at the beginning of the next lap, so we could see some spicy things happening. A lot of the drivers very close together.
Yeah, we've got these grills looking for a move on Sadis here, possibly through Cops, or he's going to get it through Beckett's, Maggots, and Beckett's if he can get a better run. Sadis on those medium tires. These should be faster than him on those soft tires, but he's not going to be able to quite make it yet, as Sadis is just going to get a bit of a better launch out of there. Even on those medium tires, obviously the dirty air through such a high-speed corner is going to be detrimental, as it is through Maggots, Beckett's, and Dave Chappelle, which he finds himself even further back than he was at the beginning of that. Further up the field, we've got JD and Chewy going at it. Chewy, defending to the inside with Jay, just trying to maybe get a bit of a pseudo switchback around there and just take a tighter line here with the slipstream. Chewy's going to have to defend to the inside if he's going to want this. He doesn't. JD sends it very gently down the inside. Chewy nursing some serious wing damage there, missing an end plate on that left side. And JD going to be able to get him through the high speed. Oh, this is not going to end well as they go wheel to wheel there now into turn 1. Chewy on the outside. I don't think he's going to be able to stick it around the outside here, especially with wing damage, and JD just slips down the inside. Chewy, not much you can do about that. If Atmosphere's not careful, he's going to get DQ'd next lap around with that drive-through penalty if he doesn't go and serve it. And that's going to be Juan. The Alpha Tauris from 4th and 5th. Looks like Juan just spun out on his own there and is going to be down into presumably 14th place. Yeah, it looks like 14 is going to be his. D's, though, with DRS on Sadis. Sadis also DRS on Quirk. Looks like he's not going to be able to make a move this time around as he's just looking on the inside to maybe shift things up and get a better line. And he does just a bit, probably with a corner cutting warning there.
Plays,
but Sadis just enough. Yeah.
plays Alex overtaking UA before the
Oh, sorry to
old pit
interrupt you, but
straight.
we're about to have someone go too wide into cops here. Atmosphere and Chewy. Oh, and Chewy lets Atmosphere by. I apologize for interrupting you. I thought that was going to be much more intense.
Well, you figure with 2 wide in the cops, these girls picking up a 3-second time penalty. We already have 3 penalties issued so far, and we are 3 laps into the race. So it is going to be quite interesting. But yeah.
Yeah, Chewy, you can see here too, really struggling from that wing damage, just losing so much time through Maggots and Beckett's. Sadis maybe looking for a move on Quirk here. Quirk staying on the outside. Sadis might send it down the inside, but no, he's going to break a little bit more cautiously, try to get a better line. Does get the power down far better than Quirk does. Is he going to switch to the inside? Quirk not able to switch to the outside. He's probably going to be held up by Chewy anyway. Sadis with a massive block up there, almost into the side of Quirk as Quirk turns into the corner normally. Quirk just going to be able to hold a tight line there and kind of make his car as wide as possible there and force Sadis to use more traction and more downforce, which he doesn't have in the dirty air. But we've almost gone 3 wide into turn 1 here as these guys are so close, with Quirk just holding on to that lead. Sadis and D's not far behind. Under braking into turn 2, Sadis able to maintain that position as D's almost looked like he wanted to go around the outside, goes down the inside now. Does not quite turn his wheel enough and get enough power, and that's going to keep him back in 11th with Juan after that spin right behind him. Oh, and sorry, we totally missed this. OOA down into 3rd position with Blaze Alex getting past him, now having to hunt down.
I said that before.
Oh, yeah, that's right.
I did.
Yes,
I was like,
whoopsies.
important things are happening. Hello. No, Alex gets up, and now is a 2-second lead on UA. Or, sorry,
yeah, no, that's Astro.
Sorry, yeah. Astro has a 2-second lead on Alex, who is pulling a little bit of distance. D's
But
going
OOA,
wide.
yeah, OOA
here.
grabbing that DRS. SoCal also has DRS, who is very close at 4/10 behind OOA, but not quite able to make a move after getting a fairly poor exit out of Dave Chappelle. DRS not enough as OOA also has DRS here. Blaze Alex just pulls out of the DRS of OOA, so OOA is going to really struggle to keep SoCal behind as he wasn't able to do it with DRS. We'll see what he can do without it. As both get a decent exit out of there. Of course, with a high-speed corner, it's just going to be so difficult in that dirty air, especially in 2020. So, OOA, though, sorry, able to break back into the DRS of Blaze Alex and not even using his ERS. So, a great few corners from him to claw that back and be able to stay in the fight for that position. As even though he falls out of it, I believe he already hit the detection point, so he's going to be able to turn on DRS there. He does, so does SoCal. And yeah, we've got a pretty decent fight for 2nd position, for the podium positions rather, on our hands.
Taking a look at some fastest laps here. Astro still with the fastest lap of the race, with a 1:29.4 on those softs. But we do have 5. Sorry, we had 5 medium runners at the start, but Eric and Draken have already pitted to go on to mediums now, which I guess technically can last in the race, but they're not going to be comfortable at all.
Probably not, no. SoCal very close to OOA through Maggots and Beckett's here, but OOA able to break that DRS once again. SoCal even getting a better exit, but OOA does not have DRS. SoCal now going to be able to take that DRS down the hanger straight. OOA defending to the inside. SoCal is going to try it around the outside. Not sure if he's going to be able to make it here. Oh, yes, very much so. It looks like OOA knew it was coming and saved his overtake button for a later date, as now SoCal is released to hunt down Blaze Alex. And we'll see. Maybe this is a good call for OOA. He can stick in the DRS, save some ERS, and maybe make a push for 3rd and 2nd back again. But hopefully we see these 3 battling for the remainder of the races. It looks like Astro has gained 7/10 in 2 laps. Looks like he's just checked out at the front here without a safety car strategy blunder on his end. And that's going to be Radical with another spin. And that's going to be on the penultimate corner, complex rather, and that's going to hurt him as he's going to go into the pits now from 16th position. Small update on Atmosphere. Looks like he did serve his drive-through penalty and is now in 18th on the soft tires he started with.
Lots of position changes. Trashpan and Eevee both moving up 5 positions into 5th and 6th respectively. Sadist had moved up 11th positions, but he is now dropping down the field. Looks like he's having quite an issue. He has now lost 4 positions in the matter of a few turns. He doesn't appear to have any damage. And Alex gaining 2 positions off the start up into 2nd place, and Uwe, of course, dropping down 2 positions into 4th. So Red Bull boys running 4 and 5 right now.
Yeah, so we've
Intervals.
got a Ferrari 1-2 and a Red Bull 4-5. I'm sure the Red Bulls will want to close in and take that.
AlphaTauri of SoCal really pressuring Alex though now. So maybe this is SoCal's track. Maybe this is SoCal's race. He's putting the pressure, staying in that DRS. He's gained back. He did fall out. He was more than a second off, but he has gained back a little bit of time. And either Astro has moved faster than Alex, or Alex is slowing down. All of them running on the soft tires right now.
Stressing out a little bit about his teammate being that far in front of him and made a mistake. You know, you can get pressured from in front just as much as you can from behind. So perhaps that's what it was. Is OOA also closing in on SoCal? SoCal had a horrendous turn 1 and 3 there. But he's going to have DRS to make up for that just a little bit, as OOA does not have DRS, just a bit too far back at the time of the detection point, even though he did drop in within DRS range very briefly on the exit there, not able to get it for the straight. So SoCal, though, almost going to fall out of it again here unless he can really make it stick through Maggots and Beckett's. Looks like he does get a much better exit out of turn 8. Into Cops here, he's got a nice slipstream. Looks just far enough back that the dirty air shouldn't really affect him. As Blaze, yeah, we saw him in qualifying, remember, losing those rear tires, and you saw it there just a little bit, having to overcorrect and go off the track to pick up a 3-second penalty, which would now remand him into 4th position, where the race to end right now. And if Trash Panic can close that up anymore, that's going to be tough, but I would say this is Blaze Alex's chance at the win here without a safety car really off the table, as SoCal gets just about as close as he was last lap here, able to use that DRS, so I think he's much better through Maggots, Beckett's, Dave Chappelle, and then able to use that DRS to close back up to Alex, because this is right about where he was last time around. So Alex clearly a bit faster through that 1st and 2nd sector.
That would be an interesting, I'd like to see sector times, but,
Well, that would just be insane.
That would be just too much information for them to give us, right?
Dees sends it down the inside of Chewy, and once again at the same corner he did it last time. Oh, and he spins out Quan. Dees, not knowing how to take that turn on the inside there, completely stops, turns his wheel 360 degrees, spins his tires a bit, tries to catch it, and turns right into Eric, who he just put into, or not Eric, sorry. I don't know who. Quirk. No, he spun someone. Maybe it was Jay. Yeah, I think it was Jay, and he was able to get right back. So no, he didn't spin him too much then, thankfully for him. And he's back in that fight. But yeah, that was something. As Sadis loses it and spins out on his own here, gonna go into the gravel trap from 12th position. Looks like he's struggling on those new pedals as Cricket enters him briefly, and is going to continue on 2 places outside of the points. McLaren not having a good race, and really. Neither is Mercedes. They qualified pretty decently and fall into 9th and 19th, respectively, as JD looking for a move on Dees, possibly into Cops. Is he going to send it down the inside? No, he is not. He's going to allow Dees to take the outside there. Dees running out of track, and JD on those medium tires should just bide his time, and hopefully that's what he does. Yeah, he does. That's not a spot for a move. Definitely not a successful one, but here it looks like he gets a much better exit, carries the speed way better, opens up the DRS. Dees does have the DRS, but also has more overtake, as JD is almost fully out. He's going to go to the inside. D's not really feeling the need to defend, but JD sends it down the inside. Chewy just got spun off. Quirk there just ahead as D's goes passes him, and now JD's probably going to send it down the inside of Chewy, who still has that wing damage. JD down the inside, gets the move done almost, and turns in on Chewy as if he didn't have it enough, and that's going to give Chewy a 3-second penalty, and JD now going to keep that 9th position. By virtue of a penalty as well.
Kind of forcing Chewy off the track there. It was, I know he definitely had the run on him, but approaching that corner.
Still, yeah, no, he needed to, did not leave the car's width when he turned in there. He really just turned in like it was a normal corner, like there was no car there, and that pushed Chewy to cut the corner there. Cricket picking up a 2-second penalty. And we've got SoCal here, closest than he's ever been. If he keeps up his trend through Maggots and Beckett's, looks like he'll have an overtake on the hanger straight here as Blaze Alex runs out wide there, possibly picking up a warning, possibly not. That looked like 4 off to me, but I'm not sure here. It's a bit finicky on that corner, so I have no idea. SoCal does get a much better exit out of Dave Chappelle here, opens up the DRS. Blaze Alex on the outside, swerving just a bit, or slowly moving to the inside. SoCal's going to go right around the outside, and I don't think he's going to have any competition here, as with that DRS, he's going to be right past before the corner exit. Blaze Alex losing the rear again. He has way too stiff of a rear axle, it looks, through cornering there. It's really sliding quite a bit, as Alex into the pits there, maybe trying to get an undercut on SoCal, and maybe even his teammate if he can do it well enough, as lap 10 is underway with Astro crossing the line and into turn 1.
A lot of the field starting to open up. J and D still fighting for 8th place with Chewy with that wing damage. Really not that far behind them. Taking a look at some position changes here for the race. Got a mix of a lot of people moving up. A lot of those top runners, Swan, Rad, and Eric, falling down the grid quite a bit. Also, I apologize. I don't know what the hell is happening with my computer today, but I've been dropping a few frames here and there, and I have no idea why. I do know Streamlabs updated today, so maybe that has something to do with it. I apologize for the stuttering every once in a while.
Well, now hopefully we get to have a little fun here as JD is going to go down the inside of these grills. Can he make it stick? Late on the brakes, holds that inside line. D's going to maybe try for a switchback here, but JD pushing his car out wide. Perfect defense from him to be able to secure this corner as D's just needs too much traction to make that line work. And now we get to see Blaze Alex, though, do some overtaking here, and Meatshield spins out just in front of him. Got a little bit pressured from him, and all on his own just lost it on the exit of turn 8. So Blaze Alex now with a 3.7 second gap to the closest car. He's got some clean air to make this outlap really count as Astro into the pits. And 3.8 seconds later, I would assume SoCal is as well. Yes, he is. OOA, though, staying out, trying to make the overcut work, whether it's 1 lap or it would be 2 laps on Alex. We will see if that's enough for him, if he's really got the pace to be able to keep going there. Blaze Alex now on the hanger straight. Will he be able to get past SoCal? That's really the fight we're looking at here as Astro into the pits. Gets held. Astro gets held for about 2 seconds because SoCal's car was right at the worst possible spot for him. Does this mean an overtake for... probably not. No, not at all. But maybe on SoCal. We will see as Blaze just now crossing the line, running full speed into turn 1 as Astro has been able to disengage his pit limiter, and SoCal has just then. I think he'll get past SoCal, definitely not his teammate. And yes, he has gotten past SoCal, but at the expense of 1 lap. Older tires, probably not enough to make a difference there. So the undercut, definitely the right call from him, and it worked brilliantly. He's got himself a 2-second gap. That can't be right. No, it is right. So unfortunate for SoCal that he was held there. That was, or sorry, no, that was Astro. So never mind. That was just a brilliant strategy call from Alex.
I'm very lost. Who was held up?
For free? Astro was. Yeah, Astro, as soon as he got his tires on, SoCal was just coming right past him, and that held him for basically as long as it possibly could. So Atmosphere picks up a 3-second penalty. Let's see if OOA and Trash Panda both pit, both Red Bulls. 12 laps. Is that demanding quite a bit? It seems to me like it would be, but
that's on the high end of what you want out of these tires.
Okay, so Trash, yeah, sticking out though as OOA goes into the pits.
OOA doesn't have his telemetry on public, but Trash Panda is at 57 to 53% on the left side tires and in the 40s on the right side tires. This track definitely putting a lot more load on the left side tires as it is a clockwise track.
Yeah. But Sadist, after I think 2 spins now, looking to possibly make a move on Cricket. But let's watch OOA and see where he comes out. Quirk going to get past him. Obviously, still yet to pit on those mediums. Blaze Alex setting the fastest lap has got himself within 7/10 of his teammate. What was a 3.7 second gap, now down to just 0.7 as SoCal gets past OOA. So no change there in position for OOA. So maybe the fresher tires will be able to work for him, but it looks like he lost quite a bit of time under that.
Blaze Alex, though, really sideways. Sorry, getting sideways into turn 1 coming out of the pits. Those tires are very cold coming out of the pits. You really can't get the same kind of throttle down. You got to be easy coming out of the pits here because you will spin easily. So he's going to lose a lot more time there. Zalord speeding in the pit lane.
Up to the net leaders here, though, Righteous. We have Astro just overtook Jay into that corner, not losing any time. But Blaze Alex now might be stuck behind him through Maggots and Beckett's, and that's going to cost him a ton of time as Astro is lagging just spectacularly. But yeah, Blaze Alex falling back to over a second from his teammate as we've got JD in there, who was just overtaken by Astro 2 turns ago, and hopefully doesn't hold up Blaze Alex too much, but it looks like, yeah, as JD's going to have DRS, this is going to be really frustrating for Blaze Alex to try to get and fight after his teammate, but he can't really do that with JD in the way. Is he going to send it a desperation move down the inside? JD really turns in on him there, pushes him onto the grass, and JD's going to keep that move. And that is fair. JD is on the alternate strategy. Now, not necessarily was that move fair, but defending his position there is not necessarily a bad call, as, again, he is on that
maybe not the wisest choice for Alex to try and go for a move there at that time. He does have 13 more laps and many more DRS zones to overtake Jay. And being as close as he is, he should overtake him very easily in the Wellington
Oh,
straight.
Astro loses his rear tires, though. This could be it. This could be an overtake for... Oh, no, that's just lag. Well,
but Alex is
sitting
less than a
sideways in
quarter of a
another
second
turn.
off Jay coming down the Wellington straight, opens up the DRS,
And he's
gets
using
by
his
him.
overtake, though, and that's going to hurt. That
Yeah.
is really going to hurt him there. Oh, that's a cutback right there. Number 69 cutting right back in front of Jay Diesel. And Jay probably not going to be happy about that, but in all fairness, he did fight him pretty hard the lap before. So Blaze now able to hunt down his teammate, but his teammate has Court just in front of him. And God, Astro watching his lag is giving me a headache. His wheel just keeps like wiggle woggling. So that's something.
Oh,
yeah,
is that what that
field pretty
is?
spread out now. Yeah, that's lag. He's doing it on a straightaway. So now for the move on Quirk here, Astro gonna be nice and easily past him, but will Blaze Alex? No, not even close. Oh my God! Astro's car just fishtailing down the straight. Beautiful.
We're not seeing it on my end, so.
Oh, well, it makes a good recording anyways, it's fine. Sadist within DRS of Cricket Sushi down the hanger straight, but not quite able to make it work here, just a little bit too far behind this lap.
Yes, we got about
I believe
3 or
this
4
whole
laps
match-
before we start seeing medium runners pit, so our net leaders should move up a little bit. But let's take a look at the leader gap here. Uwe now 17 seconds off the leader. SoCal 12 seconds
quickly,
off.
Even though EV was just a terrible commentator towards me, always insulting me in my performance, I would like to give him a shout out here. 8.5 seconds ahead of the leader on those medium tires, and he's really making it work. He's made this strategy work for him, and he's going to be in a great spot within the top 10, maybe even the top 5, if he can really keep pushing these tires and not lose too much time. He is losing quite a bit of time here, so yeah, he'll probably be like 6th or 7th, but still a really good alternate strategy call for him, and he's making it work pretty spectacularly. So we'll see where he ends this race on with those faster tires at the end as well.
Now he does have some penalties right now. He's only working with 3, though. We got a few other drivers working with 9 and 6 seconds worth of penalties, so he's not in too bad
Blaze
of a
Alex
position.
going to try to overtake Quirk here. Quirk not going to fight it, though, so never mind. Continue.
I was just going to say, he's not in too bad of a position. 3 seconds, not horrible. I'm a pretty consistent driver and don't get a lot of penalties. I managed to pick one up in Silverstone last night just because maggots and Beckett's gets you and cops sometimes gets you a lot. It just happens.
Yeah. So Blaze Alex able to pass Quirk, and SoCal able to pass JD, the alternate strategy runners, with EV the last of those alternate strategy runners for the Ferraris to clear. And but yeah, both racing points doing a good job on that alternate strategy to find themselves in the top 5. EV especially able to use that clear air to his advantage.
We should start seeing them pit in a lap or 2. The medium's going about 16 laps. Could go a little bit further, but Evie's only in the 30s and 40, just entering 40% wear on those tires, so he could keep them for a little bit longer and make those softs work for him. The softs really start falling off around 40% around here, so the longer you can take the mediums and make them last, the better off you'll be at the end.
Cricket into the pits. Atmosphere still on those medium tires. When did he pit? Actually, that's
A while ago, because he had
2 laps ago. No, 2 laps ago. That was a drive-through.
Okay, got
so
it.
he pit 2 laps ago, up into 14th. He could be looking at some points here, but he's got some pretty hefty gaps he's going to have to close in. Eric super close on D's grills here, within 1/10. Now back to 4/10 here, but this looks like the closest battle on track for Eric on 10-lap-old mediums to D's grills fresh 3-lap-old mediums. Does Eric have the pace to overtake him on these? This is a pretty significant tire wear differential that, again, I haven't league raced Silverstone on 2020, but it is a pretty grip-heavy track. I would assume it would be a pretty substantial difference on pace, right?
Well, for what? I'm sorry, ask your question again.
7-lap difference on tire wear. That's pretty substantial around a track like Silverstone, right? You'd really be noticing it.
Yeah. Yeah, like I said, those softs after 7 laps fall off. The mediums are pretty okay, though.
Okay, good to know. SoCal now just about to overtake Quirk into turn 4 here. bit of a swerve there into the braking zone to use his DRS, but he gets past very cleanly and is now going to be able to chase Blaze Alex, who oh, Astro picked up a penalty. When did he pick up a penalty?
A while back.
Yeah, so we've got the top
Everyone
5 all
collecting
having
all
a
the
3-second penalty. Yeah.
D's sitting with 12 seconds last I checked, but he is falling off the pace here. And Eric just really needs to get by him. Even though he's going to take that position, I think Eric needs to move by him. It looks like D's
He's defending to the inside here. Is Eric going to be able to go late enough on the brakes? He's goes equally late here. Bit of a switchback possible for Eric, but it's going to be tough through this double apex as you need so much grip. He plays it perfectly, sends it down the inside. Yeah, but you just can't accelerate with a car out there, and is going to find himself a little bit neutered on the exit there.
Evie picking up a 5-second speeding in the pit lane penalty. That's not going to help him.
How far? Well, whatever. It happens. Astro running out wide there because of a ghosted
I don't know.
back marker.
Maybe he was going 49 kilometers an hour into a 50-kilometer-an-hour pit lane.
FIA trusts
But
the
the
game.
But the game gave him a penalty anyway. It's not like that's ever happened before.
But, well, Righteous,
Evie,
you're right. That hasn't happened before, but thank God we have an FIA that would side with the obvious video evidence.
Evie coming out in 8th place, it looks like.
Love you, FIA. Just kidding. Oh, my God. Yeah, 8th position. Easily going to have the pace to stay in front of these, especially off of penalties. So he's in a bit of a world of his own here. On those soft tires to now hunt down the 2 Red Bulls, but he's got to make about a 6-second gap and then 9 seconds. So we'll see what he can do, though. Those are some faster tires.
Now, Jay, Team Haas, the only drivers on track without penalties.
Gunter would be very proud.
He would be. It's very unusual, but, you know. Did you see that picture of Grosjean's hand? He posted
No,
recently.
I did not.
It's pretty rough looking, but, you know, he's healing rather well.
All right, I did not check chat until now. Hashtag hold your highlight video makers accountable. Uwu Senpai T2 highlight video win. Thank you, Gorsan. You know, I am recording this one, so I will give you a tier 2 highlights, Kia. And
God is stealing my frames. Okay.
Yeah. So, Kia, you get to choose the song. And it can, but it, with the caveat, it cannot be Darude Sandstorm again. I can't listen to it for 4 hours while I edit. It just can't happen. So, no Sandstorm. Astro, though, still in the lead with a 2.6-second gap as the penalties do not factor in for the top 5. EV up into 6th position as the other alternate strategy players, people. So he has 5.7 seconds off Trash Panda. He only needs to gain 2.7 as Trash Panda has a 3-second penalty and he doesn't. That definitely seems doable to me, and he can get a top 5 finish from a great strategy call on his part. SoCal within 1.6. Is he going to be able to challenge Blaze at the end? And I think the question of can Blaze Alex challenge Astro for this win purely off pace has already been answered through both pit stop windows. So, yeah, the Haas's, though, find themselves at 9th and 10th. Some good points for the team. But they're going to go wheel to wheel. Gunther Steiner. Everybody at Haas wants to do better, as Jay's going to be able to get in front with those soft tires and make the strategy work. Beautiful from him. Juan, 1.4 seconds off them, as they really didn't lose time. Good battling from teammates. Kept it fair. Kept the time loss to an absolute minimum from those two. And they're going to be able to carry on both in the points.
By the way, did you see Toto Wolff is COVID positive? All right, great. No comment.
Yeah. Kevin Fox smashed my door. Something like that. Kubi Sem Formula 1 XX the intro XX highlighted message from Kia. Can I request you Texas? No. And then I replied, perhaps, mayhaps. We'll see. Only time will tell. You know, that's the great thing about T2 is, you know, we're all just relaxed. There are people trying their hearts out on the track, and we just don't care. Drakenwolf spinning there. That was obviously a joke. I love you guys, Tier 2. You're giving us some fairly clean racing here today, which is just utterly disappointing. I came here to watch some dirt rally. I love me some NASCAR. Gonna go left on the weekends. He's up on that left side again.
Juan
Zalor
looking for
picking
an
up yet
overtake
another
for
close-up
Eric
penalty.
to get into the points positions here.
And he does.
But Juan does have that penalty, so as long as Eric can stay on him, he will take that back.
He's got to be on his ass like tidy whities, and he will have him. So, yeah. Let's check EV's progress. He has actually lost a little bit of time.
The soft tire's not really working for him, but
yeah, he's just a little bit too soft to really get in there and get his hands dirty. But he's got 6 laps to keep trying.
Well, he is working with
really...
8 seconds of penalties, so really all he's got to do is...
oh, I'm a
well,
dumb...
5? He's got to stay 5 seconds ahead of Quirk to keep his position.
I totally forgot EV had penalties. I was thinking he didn't because Quirk was in front of him briefly before he pitted. Whoopsies. Yeah, that's my bad. So, yeah, EV is... he'll be lucky to hold on to 6th position.
He's just got to, like I said, he's just got to stay 5 seconds ahead of Quirk, and he's fine.
But Quirk is also on those soft tires, so that's going to be easier said than done. Jay Diesel still close behind. D's obviously having that position by virtue of penalties, and not enough laps left to really make a difference towards moving on Quirk. He'd have to close just about 5 seconds on him, but I guess actually it is possible if he's got the pace on those soft tires here. Trying to get past D's grills. D's doing a good job of defending. Jay looking on the inside here, but when you take a line that shallow, you need so much front traction. You really can't get the power down so late. He's going to use his overtake here. Looks like he wants something into cops here. D's early on going to be holding the inside here as Jay runs out of overtake. D's still at about 30% there. Both take a good cops, fairly even, which means Jay took a little bit of a better one with that dirty air here. Through Maggots and Beckett's, and then into Dave Chappelle. D's getting a bit wonky on his rear tires there as Jay's able to keep it steady, but not carry as much speed into Dave Chappelle. Opens up the DRS, but I don't think it's going to mean anything. I don't know why he's using his overtake here instead of saving it, but he's going to go down to 0 here and not going to be able to make this complete as D's has the inside, but he sends it really far under braking. D's not able to do that. I think that really caught him by surprise. Jay then moving back across the track to hold that outside line here and return to the racing line and keep it. D's right behind him, though, as Jay gets a little bit loose out of that final turn. Is D's going to be able to do anything when he puts the power down? No, not at all. Soft tires, just a little bit too fast for him. Respect to Jay. That was a huge dive on the brakes, which you rarely see on the outside of a corner, but he made it work. He made it stick, and props to him. I didn't expect that. It looks like D's didn't expect that, and that's going to be my overtake of the race so far.
Yeah, he's not working with a lot of energy, but he's got the pace on D's. I think it kind of felt like he was just slowing him down, and he definitely needs to gain that time back on Quirk. He's only got less than 5 laps now to do that. And he's just losing a little bit of time to Quirk, so I don't think that's going to happen unless Quirk picks up another penalty.
Do you have a PayPal business account? No?
No.
Okay, just curious. Blaze Alex picking up another penalty, which means SoCal will be in 2nd position.
Do you want me to?
It's your call.
I mean, do you have a question?
No.
Okay.
Just asking if you had one. So SoCal needs to stay within 3 seconds of Blaze Alex to keep 2nd position. As of now, Blaze is not in danger of losing 3rd to OOA, but Blaze really got to keep the pedal to the metal here because at this current pace, he cannot keep level pegging with SoCal. That's going to give SoCal the position on penalties.
Well, Alex will stay ahead of OOA in the championship at this point, so he's got that working for him, but his teammate's going to get quite a lot of points with his very well done
Oh,
first
boy.
place.
Jeez. Wow, that was terrifying. Went so far left on the entrance into turn 1, his wheel was entirely in the gravel. I thought he was about to die, but he somehow made it work, so it's impressive. Yeah, and it looks like Blaze actually losing time to SoCal, so that's looks like that's 2nd position is going to be SoCal's for the taking if he doesn't make a mistake here.
Well, I'm going to have to agree with Babishi. I think if Jay can stay consistent now, we might have to give Jay our Pogue champ.
Yeah. Pog.
No, it's
Pog
Pogue.
champ. Pog champ. Oh wait, are we gonna get demonetized
Potato,
on Steam for that?
potato, potato.
Milk. I was recently, while the gaps are like this seems like an appropriate time. Oh, actually, no. Juan Serra going for a move on D's Grills. D's Grills defending to the inside, but Juan going to slip it down the inside and return to the racing line, get the power down. D's around the outside here, though. Going to have the inside for the next turn. Is he going to be able to make it stick here as Juan is on the outside? Oh, goes later on the brakes. D's has not been able to turn in on the inside of that corner on 3 overtaking attempts, and this is no different here. But he's going to send it down the inside of the final turn. They're both going to run out a little bit wide. Are they going to stay wheel to wheel into turn 1? No. Juan going to back off and allow Dees that corner, but it's going to lift off. They're kind of thinking Dees was going to come back across, and he might have been able to get him back into this turn had he held on, as Dees was taking such a shallow line. Dees, though, not great under braking there, losing the back just a bit, allowing Juan to close up under this DRS. Are they going to be able to fight it back here as he opens up his DRS, but he's close enough if he uses his overtake, but neither are using their overtake. Maybe Juan is saving it for the last lap, although he really doesn't need to, as Dees has way more penalties than him at the moment.
Yeah, at this rate, I mean, Juan's going to overtake him there, but he's 9th position is the best he can bet for, so he can try and overtake him and get more time, but he's only got a couple laps to really do so, and I don't think he's going to make up 3 or 4 more seconds that he needs to get that extra position from
But Eric, though, looking good to steal that position from both Dees and Juan and score some points, even though he's in 11th right now with no penalties. He's definitely going to get it on Dees, and he's close enough to get it on Juan as well right now, unless he falls out another 3 seconds. But Juan goes around the outside of Dees, nothing he can do with the DRS, and he's going to be right through. So he really needs to put the power down and try to gain close to, 3 more seconds on Eric. And we'll see if he can do it.
Peg
we've got a yellow flag, though.
Peg saying Astro number 1. It looks like one of the Alfa Romeos going quite slow. Looks like Meat Shield potentially having some more issues. Not on board with him. We're still following this Dees and Juan battle. Is really the only one. I mean,
the only Juan worth watching.
I mean,
got him.
Chewy, Sadis, and Rad are very close to each other, but this one is actually for a point. I mean, they're in the points position. They could fall out.
Mafia!
We'll see when it's end, but Peg says Astro number 1. Well, Astro's a good driver, but unfortunately he is currently not number 1. But he is he's number 1 in this race. In the championship, not so much, but he is going to get a ton of points from this very excellent showing.
Yeah, absolutely. He has done a phenomenal job.
Taking Team Ferrari far into the championship lead, I believe.
Yeah, so SoCal firmly still looking for that second position on penalties. Looks like he'll have it. And Juan not making the gap back that he's going to need to clear Eric. So I think Eric's going to be put up to 9th position and actually grab some points from this race. So a good race from Haas. If it'll turn into an 8-9, we will see. Only time will tell. As Astro here goes down the old pit straight, fairly close to starting that last lap. He's got to be excited for, I think this will be his 2nd race win, correct?
I'd have to look. I'm ill-prepared.
Why don't you do that?
Well, that's because it...
But, Astro, quite a Pog champ today. Blaze Alex, also kind of a Pog champ. But SoCal, also a Pog champ.
Astro not having a good season. He's got 3 DNFs and only 3 point finishes for this
One of
season.
which was a win.
Nope.
Correct.
Not this season.
This is a podium?
Nope. He did have wins last season, but this season he's been having a little bit of struggle.
You know, being a double champion like I am, it's just kind of hard for me to remember the past. It all clumps together because everything, it's just win, 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 win. And how do you know how to separate the weeks?
Oh, never mind.
It's tough. So yeah, Pog champ. Here, as we started the final lap with Astro, this will be his maiden win of season something in Tier 2 Apollo Racing Club. Beautiful job from him. We got a beautiful race here from Jay Diesel. Just absolutely beautiful race from him. And a beautiful race from Eric here to stay out penalties. Jay Diesel, losing 8th position to Juan, but Eric getting past these grills. What the hell just happened? those were like 6 seconds gaps last lap. Well, anyways, we go into the final lap with Jay Diesel and Eric within 4.8 seconds of each other, still close enough to get that position from Juan. Jay Diesel will certainly get that position from Juan. It's going to be really close for Eric, and if he fights with why can't I think of the words? With D's, he might lose it. We will see.
Unfortunate. D's getting very close to him here into turn 2 and 3.
Eric 4/10 off that 8th position here. He's got to keep his foot to the floor, use that overtake, which he's doing, but Juan also has a decent amount of overtake to use as well. Jay Diesel, for the team, even though he doesn't need it on points, really needs to get in front and battle with Juan and, hurt him. As Astro takes the fastest lap of the race, crosses the line to win his first one of the season. I don't know what season it is, but impressive. SoCal going to take second place with Blaze Alex rounding out the podium. A Ferrari 13008 taking 4th position, and Trash Panda going to come across the line here pretty soon to take 5th position. I have no idea where EV will land as he picked up another penalty. And Jay Diesel gets past Juan as Juan loses it out of Dave Chappelle. That certainly guarantees Eric that 9th position. This is going to be a great weekend for Haas, or for real life Haas. And EV currently is going to be in 6th position, but going to lose 6 to Quirk. Is he going to lose it to Jay Diesel? It's possible Jay will even get 7th position. I don't know.
It's quite a bit ways back now, so
Yeah,
I don't think that's going to happen.
He's too far. Yeah.
But
Yep, he's
Eric
way too
will
far
jump.
back. Juan crosses the line, and that is going to be an 8-9 for Haas. Good job to both the drive. Oh, that was British. Good job to both the drivers. Beautifully raced. No, it's too French. I lost it. I lost my touch. Sadist into the wall there. Atmosphere going to take 13th. Brad going to take 13th. Atmosphere down to 14th. Cricket up to 13th. God, the penalties. And Drakenwolf going to finish 20th with 9 seconds of penalties, but nobody to take the spot from him. Ladies and gentlemen, that was our Formula One Pirelli British Grand Prix. The driver of the day is Jay Diesel, and we were going to give it to him anyways. He is our Pog champ. Great race from Jay Diesel.
Is it Jay Diesel or Jay Diesel?
Yeah, I feel like it's got to be Diesel because of the racing stuff. But anyways, really a fairly clean race from everybody. No crashes is what I was trying to say. And a great maiden win this season for Astro to take Ferrari. I assume they have to be leading the constructors.
Well, Ferrari, after this race, will gain a ton of points that should put them at the top of the constructors' race. They're only 27 points behind Red Bull, but we will see after it all plays out.
Yeah, then they definitely did. Yep, big time, because Red Bull, Anyways, that was a good race. Make sure you get the race directions. We don't want to repeat.
Oh, I'm on it.
On it like a person gets on stuff.
A decent number of incidents this race, but that'll do it for the actual race. You know what? Let's see if we can catch anyone before they
Let's get Astro
out.
in here.
No, you know what? I'm gonna
Astro, congratulations on your maiden win this season.
All of Ferrari.
Thank you. What's up, boys? Let's go, dude. Oh my god, let's go.
Well, we actually have all of Team Ferrari in here right now.
Oh, really? You have the mechanics too?
Yep, the entire team.
Idiot.
They're all behind.
So, Blaze, let me ask you something.
Yes.
Why did you get penalties?
Bro, I want to tell you, I was not saying a word, and we were sitting in chat, and I was like, man, I have to save ERS because if I'm Alex and I see that I just got a penalty, I'm going for it at the end. I was so nervous. He was just going to, like, save ERS and just come at me, like, lap 25 until he picked up that extra 3 seconds. Excuse me.
Well, wait. You had 3 seconds, Alex.
I had 3. Alex had 6. Yeah, like I was worried he was gonna catch me because I had 3, so we were even, and he was only 2 seconds behind.
Gotcha. Yeah, no, Alex, you definitely made a brilliant strategy call on that undercut because it almost put you in traffic.
Yes.
The meat shield spun out in front of you, so you were able to have clean air. That worked perfectly.
That
We
was
were
such
so
a
close to
great
him.
move.
Yeah, I saw that he was going faster than me on this lap with the soft, so I felt like it was a good time to just pit in. And he
Yeah.
just passed me, so we were still like.
I mean, seriously though, 3 seconds between you guys for like 26 laps. That you guys were really close on pace there. You were basically even. He's able to get a little bit back there to bring it back to 3 seconds, but overall, you guys stayed pretty even on lap times there for the pretty much the whole race.
That was so stressful. I don't know that I won in tier 3. I think I only got second to Rosefest. So I think this is the first time I've ever won a race, and I led the whole time. That is the most stressful thing. Oh
yeah,
my gosh.
I can relate. Leading and
Oh,
winning, more races than anyone in ARC.
we're just trying to take a play out of your playbook there, Gore. The Ferrari
No,
boys.
that was for real. That was a great race from you. A great race from you, Alex. Unfortunate that you got that second penalty, but other than that, you, OOA, and Astro, you guys really drove completely flawless races. No big moments, no spins, no nothing. So, congrats to all you guys. That was a really fun race to watch.
Yeah, it was
Thank you
a
so much.
fun race. Thank you.
Yeah, thanks, guys.
Congrats, boys. PogChamp. Do we want to get our PogChamp in here? If he's in chat, he's not. All right, that's okay. I think that's good. I'm good if you are, Righteous.
I'm very good. I had an enjoyable time with you as always.
As always, thank you. Yeah, that was
As
beautiful.
always. Very nicely done. Yeah, so that's tier 2. We have a break coming up. We do have other series. Tons of stuff running right now. We got a lot of stuff happening in Assetto Corsa. Of course, we always have the ACC series running. We got an exhibition race coming up next weekend, and then our final race of the GT3 series in a 90-minute endurance race at Spa, which should be an interesting time. New GT4 series coming, new Assetto Corsa series, vintage racing, so 70s cars, as well as our Road to Glory series, which takes us from go-karts to Formula One and Indy cars, and everything in between. Also, our Formula E championship starting up with our starting up with our preseason testing this Friday, and of course we also have Dirt Rally and other things. But yeah, another break. End of the season is Spa, Singapore, Japan, and Brazil for our Formula One series. So it should be quite a fun finish to the to this season. I'm looking forward definitely to Spa, Japan, and Brazil. Myself, Singapore, not so much.
Well, it takes talent. What can I say? GG Brian B.
Just not a street circuit driver, I guess.
Yeah. Well, it happens when you're bad. Got him. Nailed it. All right. Well, you guys have a wonderful evening for those of you who watched and magically are still watching, and enjoy the rest of your night. I certainly won't.
I hope not. Take care.